It's time for a little Badger BS. Hello everyone, welcome to Badger BS, the only show that can't count to 10 because we can't say 4. I'm your host Q, and today is a very special event. We have from WT's Handsome Man Show, we have Davidman.
That's right. Thank you for having me, Q. Appreciate you.
So how have you been? It was a long drive, right?
It was a long drive. As a matter of fact, with the construction in front of Kimbrough Stadium, it actually really is a long drive.
So it was 15 miles, right?
Sure.
15 miles, construction. He's come a long way to be here, folks, so I hope y'all appreciate that.
That's right. From the mystical lands of Canyon, Texas.
Canyon, Texas. So Davidman, have you ever seen the show?
I have not.
All right, well, here at Badger BS, we have 3 topics we're going to pick out of here at random, and we're going to just kind of go over them.
Sounds great.
Awesome. So let's go ahead and go over the first one. And it says, how long does it take to straighten your fro? I think this is whenever I had I don't know, I guess I got a haircut, in case you can't notice. But it doesn't even have a name on here. But whenever I did have longer hair, it took about 5 minutes. Because whenever you have long hair like that, you get really good at using a straightener.
In post, I want someone to put a picture of Q when he did have his fro.
I used to have an actual afro, like back in the day. Like me and David, this guy right here, I've known this guy for a while, and he knew me back in the day when I actually had an afro.
And big.
I look like Dr. J, pretty much.
And next one.
Let's see here. If you could pick any place in the world to dance, where would it be? Where would you dance if you could pick any place?
Any place in the world to dance, if I could pick it, would be probably in the middle of the mall, by myself, with everybody watching. It's got to be a busy day, like the day after Christmas, when I was making returns back, dancing.
What song would you dance to?
I would dance to probably, what do the kids listen to? Dubstep?
Dubstep? I don't know. I'm not really hip with the new kind of music. Dubstep sounds about right. I don't even know.
Yeah, duck step. I don't know. It's like DuckTales or
whatever. Something. For me, I would probably dance. You know what? I dance anywhere and everywhere, so it really doesn't matter.
So I was like, oh, like on a Tuesday?
Yeah, it's any day that ends in day, I guess. I dance like mostly every day. It doesn't matter where. It doesn't matter what kind of music.
Dance like everybody's watching.
Like everybody's watching.
That's on a cat poster, I think.
So I was in a. Wait, what? You talking about the cat posters where the cat's hanging on the tree?
Like dance
hang in there?
Dance like everyone's watching. Like, that doesn't even make sense.
It doesn't even make sense, cat people. Get over yourselves. So I was going to ask you, on your show, like what do y'all talk about?
We talk about pretty much whatever our iPhones tell us to talk about. Or Android.
We don't discriminate.
That's right.
We don't discriminate
We're open to
phones.
any kind of phone. Especially not the iPhone 6 that breaks in your pocket.
So it's you and Handsome Rob, correct?
That's correct. Both of us are from here originally, Amarillo College, veterans here, and we love coming down and visiting. And
how long have you known Handsome Rob?
Handsome Rob? Oh, I don't. Just for a couple of years, really.
Really?
Yeah.
Well.
I just saw him on the street one day. I was like, I would like to do a morning show with that guy.
That's actually how they found me for this show. I was asleep and I had like a bunch of Ranger newspapers, like, as a cover, like a blanket. And my boss, Jill Gibson, she was like, do you want to be on Badger BS? I was like, what's the Badger BS? She was like, just trust me. You're going to be in front of camera. You won't have to sleep on the streets anymore. And these little newspapers, once you actually read them, not use them as a blanket.
he had the newspapers all over him. We're like, that kid right there is going to be a next star, you see?
He's going to be a star, you see? All right, let's get the last topic out. Let's see here. Why can clubs only have one fundraiser? And this is from Patrick Gill.
That's a legitimate question.
That's that's a good question.
I don't think we're prepared or equipped enough to answer that question responsibly.
I'll be right back. I gotta get some information. I'm just joking. Why can clubs only have one fundraiser? Well, you know what, Patrick? If every club had a fundraiser every week, then, I mean, where's all this money going to go to? Because I know I don't have, like, $1 bajillion to give to every single club every single week.
Right, and plus it's fair. You can't have one club that's exclusively giving out 50 fundraisers, and you have another one that's struggling, a fleggling fundraiser trying to make their own way, trying to weed their way through so many fundraisers.
It's only fair. Everybody should have one fundraiser.
Yeah.
What is it, a year or semester? Anyways, you should only have one. You should only have one fundraiser for a semester or a year, however long they are. I think it's good the way it is.
That's right. One a semester. Don't be greedy, Patrick. Don't be greedy.
Don't be greedy, Patrick. Now I know one thing. You can always count on the Ranger to have every time they have a print paper. I don't know if y'all do this at WT, but we actually give away the newspaper. We also give away coffee, and every now and then, whenever I have a couple bucks, I go buy donuts.
Ah, the Morning Buzz, I believe it's called.
Morning Buzz, yes, and we do that. So every time we have a print newspaper come out, you can always count on us giving you free coffee and donuts.
That's right. And if I didn't have class after the morning show, I would be driving down here to get my free coffee and then drive back
Would it be
to
worth
WT
the
to
drive?
class. Oh, free coffee is always worth it. Never don't you confuse me with facts of how I can go to a regular coffee place in Canyon and spend $2.
He wants to drive that 15 miles, 20 minutes away, just to get like little cups of coffee. He wants to get like 5.
Free coffee. Free coffee.
Free coffee is free coffee.
So.
But Patrick, let's not be selfish.
Yeah, that's right. Think of others.
Think of others.
As we head into this holiday season, be giving.
Let's all the clubs have all fundraisers that we can do, and that way we can spread the money. Because Q's not very rich, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, as a matter of fact, I challenge you, Patrick, to go to every fundraiser this semester and donate. And if not, for shame, sir.
For shame.
For shame.
For shame, for shame.
Well, now that we're done attacking our viewers.
Anyways, I want y'all to have a nice day. But I want y'all to look forward to seeing David, man, his partner, Handsome Rob, and other WT people, whether it be radio, newspaper. Do you have a magazine over there?
Yes, we do.
Magazine people. Look forward to seeing them here on Badger BS, because I mean, WT people, we're so there, right? Right here, it's all, yeah, you got this.
No.
Straighten your hat, young man. But until I see y'all next time, this is Badger BS. I'll see you around. All right, how you doing?
I'm doing well. How are you?
Good. What's your name?
My name is Robert Austin, but you can call me Bob.
Bob Austin. So what do you do here at AC?
I'm the Vice President of Student Affairs.
Sweet. So what kind of affairs do you mess with?
Basically, the departments in our division are involved in providing services to students, and includes things like the Advising Center, advising, financial aid, admissions, recruitment, testing.
So you're an important dude here.
Wow.
Just face it, you're an important dude here.
I take myself pretty seriously.
There you go. As do I. So this is part of Badger BS. It's called 2 Need to Know Questions.
Okay.
It's only for AC Ranger staff members, and it's just 2 important questions I need to ask you.
Okay.
Number 1, what's up with tigers?
Tigers?
Yeah, like what's up with them? Like, they used to be like the king of the jungle. They used to be like really feared, but I've seen like Tony the tiger. He isn't feared. He's smiling all the time in cereal boxes. I was at a zoo this past week, and the tiger just like sat there. He didn't growl. He didn't do anything. He just sat there. What's up with tigers?
Declining numbers.
Declining numbers?
Yeah, declining numbers. I mean,
there's not as many of them, so they don't have they're not as confident.
Yeah. Well, there's power in numbers.
Oh, there you go.
And yes, I mean they can't be excited about that. I mean if you're a species and you're on the verge of extinction, I mean you can't get excited about that.
Would you own a tiger as a pet?
No, but we have a black cat that looks a lot like a panther.
Is it a big black cat?
No, it's small right now because it's a kitten, but it's getting larger all the time. Now we haven't had it tested. I mean, I'm pretty sure it's not a panther, but it could be a black panther.
It could be like a small baby black panther.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty legit.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know the show Breaking Bad?
I do.
I think it's already ended correctly. I mean, it's already ended.
Yes.
Did you find it entertaining? And if so, did you also find it educational?
I know the show. Honestly, I've never watched an episode.
You know the show, but you've never seen an episode of it?
Right.
So you don't know what it's about?
Yeah, I'm like, I try to keep up with,
What kind of shows do you watch?
What am I watching right now?
Mm-hmm.
Man, can I even name something that I'm watching right now? Well, I watched parts of the Roosevelts when that was on PBS. Watched that with my wife. I can't think of anything in particular that I'm watching right now. But I mean, I knew about Breaking Bad, and I knew that I should be watching it.
Everybody was watching it. My grandma was watching it.
We have Dish, you know, so I think I actually could have watched it for free, right? Or was it HBO? I don't know.
I think it was on AMC.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So, I mean, I could have watched it, but I have this thing about seeing things in sequence. And so I didn't start watching it from the beginning.
So you didn't want to catch the middle of it? Or
Exactly. And my understanding is that it was shot on location in Albuquerque. And as a native New Mexican, a lot of people said, oh, man, you got to watch it because, you know, you're going to see all these spots in Albuquerque that you'll recognize. It's really cool.
It's like whenever you go somewhere else that's not in Texas and you tell someone else that you're from Texas.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, do you know this guy? I'm like, no, I don't live in Houston. I live in Amarillo.
But yeah, now if you're from New Mexico, it's a little different because if you're from New Mexico, you've been to Albuquerque a lot because that's the only place anything's happening.
Oh, it's like Albuquerque and then there's a bunch of like nothing?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, if you're from Texas, you've been to Santa Fe. But if you're a native New Mexican, you don't go to Santa Fe for anything. You go to Albuquerque.
Bam, that's where it's at.
That's where it's at. Basically it's the only city in the entire state.
Oh, that sucks.
I mean, it really is. It really is.
I'm never going to New Mexico.
So, I mean, as far as Breaking Bad goes, I know I should watch it. It's just that I don't want to take the time to watch it.
Well, now you have to go like back to the beginning. And it's already over. So I mean,
well, how many hours? How many hours would I have to commit to that?
If you're an important guy, you can't be doing that.
So, I mean, I can't really point to anything that I'm doing that's more important than that, but it's a pretty big commitment.
Anything's more important than that for right now for you. Getting breakfast from Tony the Tiger is more important than watching Breaking Bad for you.
Yeah.